Hi everyone, today I've got a little bit of a different video. I have it's not really different, I like to do challenges. So I bought some Crayola markers. They were in Asda, which is a supermarket here in the UK. It was super cheap, they were about £2, and I was going to do a picture with just these markers and some kind of inking implement tool, you know. But I just wanted to also address a little bit about my cheap art supply challenge, and I did that challenge with the intentions of making people aware that it's not down to how much you spend, it's how much effort and practice you put in. Because I reacted to the product, I think people were really sort of taken aback by it. I got a lot of negativity on it, and it was a little bit heartbreaking because I don't like to discourage anyone. I think discouraging people drawing is something you just shouldn't do it. And so I just I don't regret making it, but at the same time I regret maybe doing a few things the way I did. I never intended for it to be like that anyway. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to do Crayola markers instead. And Crayolas are one massive leap up from the felt tips that I bought in the Poundland thing. So Crayolas are actually kind of nice. These are just generic colours. There's nothing super exciting going on with the colours there. Just lots of really sort of sharp primary colours. 12 of them are washable. You know you're in for a good time if you can wash it out afterwards. Crayola Super Tips are specially designed for a smoother flow and lay down of ink, making them great for drawing, writing and colouring. So, yep, they are just Crayola markers. I never used Crayola markers when I was younger. I used Crayola pencil crayons and wax crayons. So, yes, this is going to be exciting. And I didn't plan this at all. I just saw them in a shop and they were cheap and I thought, do you know what, let's go, we'll do this. So, I'm not sure whether I'm going to use an inking thing. Like, I have several different kinds of fine liner. Obviously, I've got my brush pens that I don't live without. Like, I don't go anywhere without a brush pen. I don't think I'm going to use something like that. I'm going to see what else I can do. Maybe use just a generic writing pen and make it as dirt cheap as possible. And I just want you guys to know now, and I will explain later, you do not need to spend a lot of money to create nice artwork. And what you do need to do is put the effort into your artwork. So draw every day. If you've got Crayolas now, that's awesome. And I'm sure you're doing superb because it's not in what you're using, it's what you're doing. And if you are sat there practicing every day and drawing and being inspired and looking at people's artwork and just things like that, then you're doing the right thing now. So don't worry about what you're buying. I mean, I'm 27 and I have a collection of like 150, 160 Copics. I didn't start collecting until I was 20. Yeah, so the art supplies that I have, I've saved up for, I've worked very hard for. So just a little disclaimer, please don't comment in the comment section about things that I buy, okay? Just focus on the fact that you should be practicing and not spending. So, Crayola markers, yes. Stick around because I will be actually giving these away. I'm not going to use them again, I'm afraid. I'll be giving them away to someone, and I would like people to enter the giveaway who really would benefit from having free art supplies. I will send them out free anywhere in the world as well. Someone who will benefit from them, please. There'll be information in the description as to how to enter the giveaway. But if you've got tons of pens and you really don't need them, just wait for my next giveaway because I will be doing giveaways in the future. So if you feel like you could maybe do with some, if you won, then please, please, please enter the giveaway, and please understand I can only give away one packet. So, yes, I've already tried them out. This is my new sketchbook. I get sketch journals because I like the soft cover, but I don't like ring bound, and I'm very fussy about sketchbooks, and I only like journals. I'll do a sketchbook review one day. But I've tried them out already. The colours are quite nice. I just don't know what I'm going to do. So we shall see. So yes, stick around and I'll see what I can do with these. Check the link in the description if you'd like to enter the giveaway for Crayola markers. And yes, I hope you enjoy the video. So I'll talk a little bit about how Crayola markers differ to things like Copic markers and what I think about them overall. They aren't alcohol-based markers, which is quite, it's very different in how they sort of lay on paper. The Crayola markers were they were so smooth though, they were really nice, and they, but the thing is obviously they streak, and it's difficult to sort of like go over them more than once because then they will sort of tear into the paper. But I really enjoyed using them actually, and the colour lays down that quickly that you can just like sort of, if you've got sort of a steady hand already, you can just sort of draw and colour in quite quickly. So it was actually quite nice to just use them and get something done quite relatively quickly. Knowing I can't like fully blend them, obviously I had to just have it as one pass and that was it. So it was a lot of fun doing this actually, and as you can see I used a Sharpie for the outlining. I thought I can't use any of my multi-liners because I'm trying to keep this as cheap as possible, so I got a Sharpie. I couldn't think of anything else that I could have really used other than a biro, and I'm not very good with biros at all. So I got a Sharpie, and it was nice to actually sort of do some really super thick lines, but obviously my Sharpie is just a standard bullet nib. It's not very, it doesn't taper very well, so I've got some kind of blobby ends on the lines, but it gives out a really strong line, and it's actually quite fun to handle and use. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed doing this whole piece. The markers obviously come out a little bit streaky, but that's just because I'm not used to them, I think, whether it's down to the fact that they're water-based or the fact that I'm just a complete novice with them. Yeah, it's a little bit like, I don't know whether that's the case, but they're actually surprisingly really good. So if you can't afford like Copic markers, but you still want to do some quite vibrant pieces in your sketchbook without sort of, you know, devoting money to an investment such as Copic markers, I recommend them, or any alcohol-based markers, because I mean, even with things like pro markers, you are committing to quite a high cost in comparison to Crayola markers, and they are better than just standard regular Poundland felt tips by far. And I could probably see them lasting a long time if you look after them as well. I've never used them before, so I literally know nothing about them. But it was really nice to sort of, they were so smooth, and I think I've just used regular card for this. I can't quite tell what it is because it's in a box of miscellaneous drawing card. It could be Bristol, it's not Express-It blending card, I know that. It could be Bristol, it could be regular card. I even bought some record cards at one point, and it could be those, I don't know. The colours were really nice. I really liked the coral because it reminded me of my hair, so I was like, I'm gonna do her hair like that, and then I decided to just do her fringe and then do the rest of her hair dark pink. And I drew her hair getting stuck in the scarf because that's what my hair does a lot, because I love wearing scarves as it is, and I always get my hair trapped in my scarf, but it keeps it warm. So I just really like drawing sort of like folded hair, if that makes sense. Like, I just like drawing hair, and it's probably my favourite thing to draw actually, is hair. And I just wanted to draw hair basically. Like, my excuse for all of this is like, I just want to draw hair. And I think the Crayola markers are incredibly satisfying. Oh, I did try to overlay some of the colours with grey to create some kind of shadow, and it kind of worked because it kind of made the underlying colour a bit darker. That was kind of nice. And then I just added some random orange bits to make it look a little less plain. And yeah, so I fully recommend them, and check out my link for the giveaway. Read the description for the giveaway carefully, please. I'll announce the winners on Twitter. And yeah, so thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.